I understand that they wanted the Promise to answer up against the Guinevere, and it's also comfort for Miles. But the way the ONIC lineup is built, like their comp naturally just goes against what you want as a Promise. There's an X-Borg on this lineup too.
Even the Lilia.
And the Lilia, the counters, it is a direct counter against a Promise. And also you lost out on the early game that the Barats would have wanted. Because right now he is going to have to deal with the Gwyn, the Mathilda, and the Lilia. With just what, a Valentina and a Promise looming around, they're gonna get poked.
Probably this will be effective as long as Spider Mouse will build some damage items for the Promise, because that's what's lacking, I think, for Minana EVOS on the early game. Oh, look at the pokes from Super Friends out the middle lane. So we'll see as to how ONIC Philippines will capitalize on that, as King Kong will have a pick on this purple buff, which he will think, by the way.
Yeah. Guinevere is such oh my god.
Especially with the Matilda.
Yeah, he's just gonna have a fantastic early game. Like look at the lineup of Minana EVOS. Nobody can deal with the Gwyn early game. Somebody gets jumped, that's Purify being forced out. And even during the turtle takes, like if King Kong decides to jump on the Barats, the only save that they have is the Nether Realm. But he's not going to have access to that until he gets 4. Yeah. And first turtle usually roams, don't get 4.
Yeah, and you know, having the 3 Purifies helps to an extent, but eventually, like once those are down, and that's the thing that ONIC Philippines is going to have to do, right? Try to get those resources down a little bit. If Kelra farms up better in this matchup against Dome, oh, hold on.
Oh,
there's the drag.
Nice shadow stampede by Spider Miles.
But
Escalera is going to be alive because of the shield as well from the Guiding Wind, and at the other lane, Kaizen is the target here. Kaizen with the first blood. And another kill as well for Super Friends.
Yeah, he was trying to invade and get the greens here. Kaizen is level 3. He's not going to get 4 in the turtle. So ONIC probably has this turtle for free.
We'll see if that happens. Again, exchanges here across the board so far. Even in the XP lane, quite dicey, but they have to get those level 4s for this turtle. It's going to be up now as they make their way. They have the information they need, though. Orange buff still going to be worked on by King Kong. Gem will start it up, pulling the turtle out of the pit. And even on the cross-map side, they have the information that Kaizen is up there as well. So they might just go ahead and try to blitz this. They know it's going to take a little bit of time. So it's up to Minana EVOS here to do something. They don't at all. So the turtle is secured there without any contention.
He saw King Kong. He even used ult just to make sure, because he didn't see where Kirk was. So the final slash could have gotten him out. And then maybe the Barats would have followed up. So they just, you know, they're just making sure that everything that they're doing, they get it guaranteed.
Probably the play here for Minana EVOS is to have their jungler offer the meantime to cope up with the gap in terms of the level as well, and the farm with King Kong for the retribution damage earlier. So it's a 1k gold lead here for ONIC Philippines, and we could see the pressure at the top lane. So imagine as to how Doming will force a team fight against this Mathilda and Claude tandem, which could do a very fast double laning, by the way.
The thing is, like, all Minana EVOS wants right now is to scale, but that also goes with the SOP of ONIC. This Claude is gonna be able to, you know, go from gold lane to middle lane much faster than the carry. And Minana EVOS, the way their lineup is set up is they just, you know, protect each other. They don't have anything against this. If Keller decides to go for the double lane or the double wave, both of the support and the roam cannot really interrupt wherever Claude wants to go.
Yeah, we'll see if they can make a play here. Final Slash going to be used, but Gem still has the armor. Meanwhile, though,
the tone is welcomed by Kaizen, and here comes Spider Miles as well. We have Gem on the last Insanity. The players of Minana EVOS is doing the same last Insanity with the IMU and Escalera with the Circling Eagle, but doesn't force a team fight against Minana EVOS.
Okay, so a whole lot of happened there. No one falling, though,
no
right?
Casualty?
PH. That's PH.
That's PH. Mechanical prowess, like we like to say. But still, I mean, given that ONIC Philippines holds on to that little lead that they have, and, you know, for both teams, really, the fact that both gold laners just get to have this experience in the top side by themselves, I call it the gold lane experience, they're fine. Later on, that's
GLE.
when they need to shine. Yeah, the GLE. Leading into this, though, the turtle, it's just going to be that 4 versus 4, which we're used to seeing. So we'll see how this one unfolds. Escalera already going to be jumping in with a Guiding Wind.
King
The
Kong
circling eagle.
finds Kirk. He knows that he is the initiator. The NetherRealm has been used
Oh.
already and backs away with a guiding wind. So for ONIC Philippines, majority of the ultimates has been used. So why not? This I'm gonna contest
That's your team fight.
for this turtle take, and that's the team fight. Kaizen or actually Kirk will do a reset.
Yeah,
and
there you
King Kong
go.
will force for this turtle take.
Gem's just gonna burn the HP of the Barats. There's no NetherRealm here. Minana
Yeah.
EVOS has to give this turtle.
You got to give it up. So that's going to be the second turtle in the hands of ONIC Philippines. Giving them this minor lead still to hold on to. So really, where is it, Midnight, for Minana EVOS? I mean, are they waiting for that certain power spike in one of these heroes that they have?
I'd say they're still waiting for the carry, but as it stands right now, Claude is having a fantastic time of just farming up two, like going from mid to gold lane, or maybe in the reverse order, gold lane and then to mid. And Minana EVOS, as much as they want, they just have to wait for the carry to be able to, get his items up and join the fights in the mid to late game. But that is also true with ONIC. Like, this lineup is way, way stronger late game, especially with the Lilia and Exborg.
Oh, but middle lane, we can see a circling eagle by Escalera. And it's just them giving space for Calera. Okay, here comes the gold laner. He wants to go for the double lane.
Every wave.
Every wave.
Just soak up as much as you can here. Speaking of Domeng Nation is the highest in total kills after week 1. He had 21 in the opening week of season 13 here, and that's why he did get that name, the Domeng Nation, when he can pull it off right now. Still, though, Kaizen.
Okay, the Dona's welcome, and the ultimate from King Kong has been used as well, Shadow Stampede, and it's just another pokes after another poke for both ONIC and Minana EVOS.
King Kong did dodge that Detona's welcome too with the Violent Requiem.
Oh, right. So nice timing.
That's such a good display of mechanics,
Yeah. Again, I mean, how many times have they played against the Barretts or for the Barretts? Here in the bottom side once again, though, Gem has to use that last Insanity. Will they be able to get something?
Oh,
He's in.
enough true damage here by Gem, but here comes Lancey with his own version of Last Insanity. But we can see that ultimate from King Kong,
Whoa.
and he is going to be down. Nice dive there by Kirk, but he is going to be the target here by Gem. But the minion wave is here flowing, so we have two players from Minana EVOS trying to zone out Gem
Oh,
at
Kirk.
the bottom lane.
My goodness.
Oh, I thought he'd get that one hit more, for the
Yeah.
immortality at least.
Actually, never mind. King Kong did not dodge the Detona's welcome. They just saw the Violent Requiem. I think King Kong thought that Kaizen had the Detona's welcome right there. And then when they saw that, Kirk called for the push on the bottom lane, because even if King Kong shows up, he doesn't have the Violent Requiem. So
Yeah.
Minana EVOS got the upper hand with that trade that they saw the ultimate coming out from Gwyn.
This is interesting, too, as we take a look at the gold laners here,
Wow.
the difference in gold. This is why when we were leading into the series, I was like, hey, Domeng, he is a great player, but he's got his work cut out for him. Even though his stats were technically more in favor for him against Kelra, it's Kelra's capability to do this, especially on a Claude, a signature pick of his. You just leave him alone, and he's able to just be completely fine and sometimes even win 1v1s.
Yeah.
And he might meet one here with Domeng on the top side, but meanwhile, this turtle also breaking out third one of the game.
This is a bit breathtaking,
Kirk.
but look at Kirk. He's going to be the target here, circling eagle. Rather, it's going to be Lancey, Last Insanity, to go
Final
out
slash burn.
from the team fight. And for this one, at the top lane, Keller as well against Domeng. That was close. BMI out. And we go back to the turtle team fight as King Kong will secure that one.
Oh my. I mean, ONIC at this point, they're just dominating all lanes. And Minana EVOS can't do anything about it, because again, the way their comp is structured, they really have to wait for Domeng to be able to join these fights. And Kirk, with the final slashes, has been missing quite a few. Lancey?
Oh, middle lane. Nice
NetherRealm
there by Spider Miles. And Onyx is just putting pressure against Minana EVOS, but Minana EVOS is able to defend.
Look at King Kong.
So a bit of an HB here for the mid lane turret, but still Minana EVOS is able to defend.
See, this is a throwback in how long team fights can get when there's a Faramis and a Valentina both, right? Usually it's even across from each other, where then you have two NetherRealms, but even so, on the same team, talk about long fights.
This one makes it long enough. It's not a big team fight. It's a long team fight.
It's at that point, man. Long or short, you got to work with what you have.
Yeah.
Okay, Escalera here at the top lane. Spider Mask. Okay, you have the NetherRealm. We hate long team fights. let's find Spider Miles.
Yeah, super.
He can be
He
super
can
too.
be super
Yeah.
too. He's
It
against
works.
Super Prince as well.
Yeah. So with that, again, things still looking very similar the past 5 minutes, 5+ minutes or so, where ONIC Philippines has just held on to this small lead.
Oh, King Kong.
Okay.
Okay, that might be a setup play for them, but
Oh, Kirk. Oh.
even Kirk misses that final
Almost.
slash. And just look at Kelra, just poking and dealing damage against the players of Minana EVOS. And this mid lane turret has been hanging by a thread. But Minana EVOS manages to defend this one after all the pressure that ONIC has been giving them.
Yeah, Kazan has been playing the Cloud game for Minana EVOS. He's been splitting for a while now, and Kirk
Yeah.
almost got that final slash over the Claude. Would have been big if he got that big final slash onto Kelda. Should have been a pickoff, honestly, for Minana EVOS, but they're doing pretty well in terms of holding the lead against ONIC.
Okay, Kaysen will use Adetone as welcome against
Whoa.
Gem. We have the Violet Requiem already used by King Kong. We have players from Minana EVOS low on life at the backside. Lancey will use that last insanity eye on you. Gem is almost down, but just with the Praga armor. So we have the players with ONIC with the free hit. Lancey low on life. We have Spider Miles down, but this is the Faramis. Remember the passive of Faramis.
Oh.
And a double kill for Super Prince.
What a play there. Discipline as well. ONIC Philippines able to get that pulled off. Still fighting though.
There's no stopping for King Kong. But Escalera said, let's
They're just
go.
zoning.
Let's get the Lord.
They're just zoning. They let Kelra take the Lord for free. Even with Kirk trying to set up fights here for Minana EVOS with the final slash flicker play, it's not enough. They don't have the firepower. They cannot stand the front line. Against Super Prince, mind you, with a lethal ignition, and again, the Ice Queen 1 that's slowing up Minana EVOS, and of course, the late game Winter Truncheon that is going to be dealing so much damage, spill damage too, with the Lilia. Minana EVOS has just, they don't have the frontline strength that ONIC has.
It's just insane because Kelra now, almost 3,000 gold ahead
Wow.
of Domeng. Like that is a, what is that, a full item? That's
Yeah,
like
it's
a full item, right? At that point. And again, he did a lot of that work by himself for the majority of the early to mid game. And now it's showing to just prove how strong he is right now. And Minana EVOS, they have great capability to defend here if they can hold it together. Lord now on the top side though.
Yeah.
Can they pull this off, keep the base alive the best they can?
They have good wave clear. They have a Faramis and Valentina. Oh, Gem!
Oh.
Last insanity for Gem. They.
Whoa.
Oh, Kirk!
whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
he tried to follow up.
That was a nice circling, guiding lead rather for Gem and Escalera, and still continuous pressure from ONIC on this top lane inhibitor turret. And look at Lancey,
Ouch.
almost down
Ouch!
with the spokes from Super Prince.
Yeah,
Super
the bombs
Prince.
and the lightning truncheon procs. That's so nasty coming out from ONIC.
It's going to be interesting to see how much damage Super
Ooh.
Prince has done for this game. Again, he has not gone down. This is why Lilia is so great too.
Oh, Lancey?
Pumping out a ton of damage.
Lancey though.
Oh, that's a nice usage of the last insanity. You
Right
get
on
the
point.
yeah,
Look
you
at
get
that,
the
Kirk.
vulnerability for a bit.
But
Oh my
look at Super
goodness.
Prince just zoning Kirk during that moment, and we have Kelra this time around and
Nether
ways
Realm.
into it. Nether Realm has been used. So Kelra, after that zone, he will go right
Oh.
straight to the turret, and King Kong as well with a Violet Requiem, plus the last insanity from ONIC. The layering of skills of this squad is just massive that Minana EVOS is just forced to, okay, we do the regen, we go back to our base,
Yep.
we go to the fountain.
Man, the synergy is on point here,
Yeah.
like you mentioned, Chantel. And we saw this yesterday. We're seeing it today.
Look at Prince! Look at Prince zoning a doming by himself.
This is doming we're
Okay.
talking about. The domination Black Shoes has been used, but that is just too much here. I think Super Prince is going to be down. A nice defense here by Minana
Escalera?
EVOS. Escalera low on life as well. And we could feel now the damage from doming. So maybe ONIC Philippines has to be more safe this time around and setting
Yeah.
up place.
I mean, even with that, Super Prince, he was deep, man. Like he was in the basically standing next to the crystal at that point,
Yeah.
popping off the damage. I don't know. Maybe he's like, you know what? I want to test the waters a little bit here. I haven't died the whole game. I'll do this.
I'll find doming.
We get the base fully exposed. We're happy with it, and now they could possibly just end up taking.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Look at Kelra!
Kazan.
Look at
Kazan's
Kelra!
health.
That
Give him a second, he's gonna shred through the HP of the Barats.
just
My
just
goodness.
a normal hit.
And they take Lord.
Okay, with that, ONIC Philippines will secure that Lord without any contest from Nana EVOS.
Yeah, this is just the sheer difference of the strength of the front lines for both sides. You see Super Prince walking up. Yeah, sure, he might have overextended on that base push, but that allowed ONIC to fight without having to care about the carry at all. And right now, Kelra standing in the front lines, yeah, you have a Final Slash, you have Netherrealm, you have ways to catch me, but if you stand long enough, you're gonna die to the basic attacks from the Claude.
The stuff Claude is doing in Kelra's hands, or what Kelra's doing with the Claude, is what Carry wishes they could do.
Right now. Mind you, the target that he hit has blade armor. Didn't even matter.
Well, what does matter is grab the code, the last one here for the Star Match giveaway. Grab that while you can before it's gone. Now for Manana EVOS, before this game is gone, they have to deal with the Lord in the mid lane. Can they do it?
Okay, even for this one, ONIC Philippines has to grab the opportunity to end the game. Lancy with the last Insanity, but he's going to be down in the original user of the last Insanity. Kirk Low on
Kelra, Kelra!
Yep. Nice violent equipment.
Kelra!
Super Prince, and look at Kelra with the tower lock. And ONIC Philippines wins the match with a sweep.
On fire, the super team.